focus on anything. After trying Equinox, I've been employee of the month 3 times in a row. I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep. Equinox is new from Saibatsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Equinox may cause nausea, loss of sleep, blurred vision, leakage, kidney problems, and breathing irregularities. Driving the car pregnant, a job married age, unhappy, or have a family history of mental disorders.
Equinox, softening life's harsh realities.
Here's one that brings down the house.
I'm not. You're not.
Rock and roll jam at Liberty City's premier bowling alley. I'm Mike Wheels of...
It's been well over 10 years since I played GTA 3, so do I still have fond memories of it? So let's see if it still holds up. GTA 3 is an early 3D action game, taking it out of the top down view even though you can still play in the classic GTA way. For the main silent protagonist you play as, I think his name is Claude. He never says a word throughout the whole game and you never really get your own opinion of him, apart from being the gang's cleaner. For the story, you're robbing a Liberty City bank and on your way out your girlfriend Catalina shoots you and leaves you for dead. And then some time passes when you're getting transported and then it gets intercepted by invisible drivers.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services...
Did anyone spy? Can we get the X-Files thing here? Yeah. As they're breaking out another prisoner, and that's where you begin on your journey for vengeance. And in the progress you'll be doing jobs for these gang members. GTA 3 is based in Liberty City and its map, it's a sandbox open world consisting of 3 islands. The other 2 are locked off at first until you progress a bit throughout the story. GTA 3 is locked at 30 frames per second and the controls can feel a bit sluggish for today's standards, especially the driving and shooting mechanics where you shoot from left and right, and the car braking system is near enough instant and will take a bit of time to get used to. And if you slightly hit something with your car, you go flying lessons and it's easy to flip your car and pull off some amazing stunts. What would make you giggle at times, either if you did it by accident. I love the drive mechanics of what I could do once when I got used to it and took full advantage of it. Yeah, we gave it flowers. Flowers have to do with GTA. You'd be amazed at what you can do and get away with. The main mission of the game is well thought out. I wanted to know what was going to happen next. And even though few of them missions are dragged to play, like drive one of the gang's daughter, well I think it is daughter, to a nightclub and then get away from the cops, that mission is boring. Compared to snipering the fuckers on the ship. That's good, I thought that was well thought out, and you even get a cutscene as well. There are difficulty spikes in some missions, like the one where you got to protect this van. I fucking hate this mission of how frustrating it is. A couple of hits with a machine gun blows it up, and this is supposed to be an armoured truck. And as soon as I tried it again, the enemies moved around so I can't exactly learn where they are, and the driver of the van crashes his own van, causes damage to it. Oh, that's what makes this mission so annoyingly frustrating, to the point where you're going to throw your controller in a rage fit. You do get side activities to take a break off the main storyline, like taxi mission, vigilante missions and the ambulance ones, and also the phone ones. Some missions are on time limits, but my favourite one, what I liked the most, was the taxi one. It kind of reminds me of Crazy Taxi for some reason. The camera can make it awkward to play sometimes, where it zooms in automatically then back out. It can disorientate you at times, mainly when you go through a tunnel. It tends not to be a problem as long as you avoid narrow areas. The pedestrians of this game is one of my favourite things about this. They make very hilarious comments.
Baby, I feel so good.
Oh, you look like my daughter.
What made me drive around the city to get my next fix. And there is slight shuttering now and again, and it can be hard to know where ammunition is where it's not marked on the map. There is no map on the start menu or icon, so most of the time you're guessing where it is. I also don't like this spawn weapon buy. You can easily walk into something that you didn't want to buy. A few times this happened to me, and it's the waiting for the weapons to respawn again so you can get them. The cops are very aggressive to the point that it made it fun for me, and there was a little thing that I noticed when I chose to blow everything up trying to get the max wanted level. There's these little chalk marks on the ground where the dead bodies were. And if you're worried about running out of money, you get more than enough earned from the main missions and the side missions. Now this is for the PC players who want to play with your Xbox One controller or PS4. I'm sorry to say that you can't do that, you need the old gen ones. I did try and do this with the Xbox One controller, and in the end I just thought fuck it. And also the PC version, you need to download a patch to play at 1080p and throw it into a folder. I'll link that in the description below, just in case some of you might not know about it. It is very easy to do, especially for someone who's a novice like me. This is something what Rockstar should have done before reselling it in the GTA package, and for some reason I still remember how to fly the Dodo. It's one of them things, once when you know how to do it, it kind of sticks with you. The graphics hasn't aged that well to most modern games, but somehow it still looks nice, which shocked me a bit of how well it looks sometimes. There are a lot of cutscenes that still holds up, not to the greatest, but for the time that this came out, it's very unique and impressive, what raises the bar on other games. For the characters, there are a reasonable amount, and some will make an impression on you. The one that did it the most to me was this one. I thought that this character was the best in the game by far. The voice acting in most part is still brilliant, even though you do get some characters what stand out better than the others, and some horrible ones as well. The radio station still has some good songs that I listen to, what got me in the mood with the missions.
Nothing like listening to classic FM while playing GTA.
And you're bound to find too what you're going to like, even though it does repeat very often. For how long the game is, I clocked on around about 16 hours. It's going to vary on what you're doing. There is still great value to having this game. So in the end, you know it, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. After all this time I still had fun with it, and it made me forgive the problems that it had, but for some reason I still like the PS2 version better. It took me back to the days when I was playing it when I was a little shit, so have you played it? What would you give this game? Leave it in the comments below. Until the next game, I'm fucking off.
GTA3 is an open world of 3 islands what is found in the top fuckers. And for some reason I can still fly the Dodo. I have no idea why, it's something that kind of sticks with you. And driving the gang's daughter to this fucking club and fuck. Oh, I can't say that.